Hi, this is Jeremy, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your PRI settings for if you're receiving PRI services from your phone service provider, specifically Toshiba CTX 100. So I'm just going to log into eManager, and the password is password. Going to connect to my phone equipment, which is on the 192.168.0.100 net scheme. So first thing you want to do is go to System Card Assignment, and I already have this installed. It is in cabinet 1, slot 3. So I have a 24 channel PRI card in slot 1, 3. Next thing you want to do is go to System Data and make sure that feature key number 21 is set to the cabinet and slot number that your PRI card is installed in. So in my case, it's the cabinet 1 slot 3. Next thing you want to do is go to trunk incoming line group, and I have mine set up already for group number 5. And what you want to look for is feature key number 1 is set to ISDN. Feature key number 2 is set to CO for line type, and number 3 is set to DID if you have PRI services. Number 4 should be set to standard, and after that you want to look for number 11, the DID digits. If your phone service provider is sending 10 digits, you want to set that to 10, or in my case it's 4 digits is being sent from the phone service provider, so I have mine set to 4. And I'll show you later on where this comes into play. So next you want to go to trunk outgoing line groups, and mine is set to group number 2, which contains all this data. And what you want to look for here is feature key number 1 set to ISDN, feature key 2 which is set to CODID, number 3 should be set to standard, and that should be it for the outgoing line groups. Now we want to go to trunk DID, and this is what I'm talking about where this comes into play with the DID digits. First we're going to select our group number, which is 5, because remember we set up our incoming line group on trunk incoming line group. We set that up for number 5, so that's where that comes into play. But select your incoming line group number, and if you have some set up already, you'll have a list. You can click list and click your DID digits. And what I was talking about before in the digits sent, you have to set it up for how many digits you have sent. So like I said before, I had mine set up to 4 digits being sent from the phone service provider, so I put my digits as 4. So you start from the right hand side of your digits being sent, and those are the most significant digits being sent, so you start from the right and work your way left. So 4 digits being sent, I start from the right hand side for the phone number or the DID being sent, and the last 4 digits I configure mine as. So you can actually create a new DID number that's coming in depending on how many digits are being sent. So mine are 4, like I've been saying. So last 4 digits, I could say mine DID digits 5530, and you click OK, and the background turns blue when you start creating a new DID. You can specify the music on hold source. If you have multiple sources, you want a specific one you want for that DID, and you can set up to ring at any destination you want. So you pick dialing digits, and for the day 1 mode, let's say I have an extension 200 I want it to ring to. So if I have extension 200 in the building, I want that if someone dials, the last four digits come in as 5530, I want it to ring to extension 200. I could put that in. And this is just a day 2 if you have a day 2 mode that you have your phone set up to. If you put the night key on number 2, it'd take you to day 2 mode, which you might want it to go to 200 as well. And obviously night mode, you probably would want that to go to voicemail if during your closing hours. So let's say your pilot number for voicemail is 400. You put in 400 and that would take the caller who calls the last four digits of 5530, would take them to voicemail. That would probably take them to the company greeting, but if you want a specific mailbox you want it to go to, maybe you want extension 200's mailbox, you would go to number 11 here, put in extension 200's mailbox, and you click submit on that, and it would tell you end of creation. So if you click list now, you will see that the 5530 is right there. It's created. Now we want to go to trunk ISDN PRI, and we want to mine set up for channel group 1 already. I think channel group 1 is, I think you can go up to 32. So what we want to look for is equipment number is set up to where that PRI card is installed to. Number 2, you want to check national ISDN. Number 3, you want your ILG to be 5 because mine was 5 before, like we set up, and outgoing line group was number 2, so we want that to be set to 2. Keep feature key number 5 to implicit if it's not already. D channel position, you want it to be on 24. You want it to use that last channel for monitoring, setting up calls and tearing down calls. And you want 8 check marked, you want 9 check marked, and 11 check marked. Now we will go to PRI B channels. We will click list, and the card, cabinet, and slot number should be there, should be listed. So we want to use 23 B channels for our calls, and the 24th channel we don't want to be selected. That's for our D channel. And that's basically it.